It's probably the most remote part of the world where I would think a weaving mill is. I'm Enrico van der. I'm originally from Cape Town, South Africa, and I've been employed at Johnson just over 2 months now. I moved from Cape Town, South Africa, working in textiles as a loom tuner, and I've been employed there for more than 20 years. Started right at the bottom and gradually moved through the ranks within the department itself. Eventually, we got to a loom tuner. How I heard about Johnston of Elgin was through a ex-colleague, which has recently become a colleague again. So he just told me great things about Johnston, and would I be interested in joining?
My name is Craig Gordon. I've been here just more than a year. I'm employed as a loom tuner in the weaving department. Prior to starting at Johnson's, I was employed as a loom tuner in South Africa.
When Craig told me about the place, because we were all shocked when Craig just popped up and he's moving, and then we stayed in contact, and then he always like advised me, if you're really considering, then make the move.
I was approached by one of the HR administrators of Johnston's, and after communicating and doing some research, I just accepted the job.
I then went online and looked at the kind of a history of the company, which you can find on YouTube and just on the internet. And it is something that attracted me. When I actually got the email from Eve that you guys are offering me a job, honestly, the first thing my wife told me was, if you decide to go, then we go. And that Friday, I think it was the 19th of September, we decided we're making the move, and the rest is history. It was a very easy decision to make because of what I've been told about the company and also knowing someone who's already here.
I moved over from South Africa, sunny Cape Town, to Elgin with my wife and 2 kids. It's been quite a journey just to get accustomed to everything. And after being in Elgin for a few months, we've now settled into Bucky. We have got interested in football and other activities, but it's been something new just to get used to the weather because we're all used to the sun in Cape Town.
Lovely, lovely little community, family orientated. I was received very well within the community itself, and the people I rented my place with, my first place. And I've just recently moved, last month I recently moved to something where I was able to start renting on my own for when my family eventually arrives in the April. And then with regard to settling in at Johnston's of Elgin,
The transition wasn't so easy for me because I had to learn a lot of new ways to do things. I think the basic principle stays the same, but I've been greeted and welcomed with open arms.
from the first day with induction, being taken through the whole mill basically. From there, it was all very professional and very well received. And then just late in the day, moving into my department with the people that was on that shift that specific day, I was received well.
I think it's a great team we work with, but what stood out for me is just the open communication and the dialogue. Because with learning a lot, I've been able just to add value with my previous experience.
Everyone working here, feels part of a team feels more part of a family than a team with regards to everyone always having a word when they see me, just a word of encouragement and basically welcoming me to the family so far.
Advice to anyone if it's moving from outside of Johnson and Scotland, coming into this area, just be open-minded. I think that's what I love about this company is just the culture and the history. That's one of the most attractive things, and just be willing to learn and also be able to give input. The best career advice I've ever been given is just be willing to learn and be willing to adapt in any environment.
Something I was told the first day when I got here in the weaving was by the manager was every day in Scotland every day is a school day. So back at home we have the same saying basically that you never too old to learn, or you never too long in the industry to learn. or to know everything. So just being open-minded to whatever advice you can be given. And I think last night was a perfect example where I was struggling with a very simple fault. And I think after an hour, almost 2 hours, the machine was just running. You will get the days where nothing is going for you, but it's like tomorrow is a new day. So what happened yesterday or what happened the day before and being in the new day, it's completely gone and dusted out by the door, and you basically, like the saying goes, you just dust yourself off and start again.
As a tuner, you would have to have a technical background and be interested in just how machinery works and be able to repair and adjust and yeah, just be able to learn on your feet.
From my first day in textiles, I've started at the bottom where many of us, I think, start from, because I think most of us, when we come into especially textiles, none of us know textiles and we gradually learn within the job. And for me, what I think has allowed me to grow within the industry itself was just first and foremost respect for my peers, respect for management, respect for my fellow workers, even though they might be in where I'm at currently a tuner, and then you have the weaver or maybe just a general worker, just respecting them as just being part of the team. And then also looking at yourself, making sure that you always you are punctual when it comes to attendance, when it comes to just communicating when you might be late, and that's what just regards to just giving you everything.